Hello people of the internet, how's it going? Today I'm here with Darryl.
Yo, yo.
And I'll be asking Darryl a few questions about his vegan journey and how he's active and just some other things around that. So the first question is, Darryl, how did you start becoming a vegan? What was the first thing? What was the first seed?
Right, well, I have been vegan for about 3 years. And how did it start? Well, for my whole life, I've always been into health, well-being, fitness, just being the best me, in terms of how I feel and what I do. So that's all good and all, but there was a time where through your teens, at the end of your teens more so, you get a job and you start earning money. And I was spending that money, most of it on food, takeaways and things, and it felt good at the time. But I found myself eating a lot of Pizza Hut, for example, KFC, things like that, most days. And there was a point where I would eat this food and just feel crap after. I'd sit on the sofa and just be like, I don't want to do anything.
No motivation.
Exactly, no motivation to get anything done. So it kind of occurred to me, this isn't what life's about. I want to do stuff and feel good all the time. So I was looking for an answer, and fortunately at the time, due to my lack of motivation, I spent a lot of time on YouTube and stuff, and I always looked up to Tim Sheaf. He's a world champion freerunner, and I've got a past of freerunning as well. So he was always inspirational in that avenue. And there was a time when he went vegan, and he explained why he went vegan, with the compassion, the environmental issues, the ethical side, the health sort of side of things, and it all just made sense,
Uh-huh.
And to follow on that, shortly after, I was looking at like vegan things on YouTube, and I found Fully Raw Christina, who is a raw vegan, and these two people in particular really inspired me to make that change, and it just all made sense, so I sort of took action on the spot and thought, this is exactly what I'm looking for.
Yeah, so that was about 3 years ago, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And we met through a mutual friend, didn't we?
Yeah, indeed. At the time, maybe everyone feels the same. When you first go vegan, you feel alone. I didn't really know anybody in the flesh in Plymouth, where I live, who was actually vegan. And I did know other people around, around
Southwest.
Yeah, Southwest that were vegan. And one of them, his name was John Dale, and he lives in Newquay. And he sort of explained to me, hey, I know a fellow in Plymouth who is vegan. His name's Berty. And I was like, no way, somebody else in Plymouth that's vegan like me. And I set you up on Facebook, added you, and said, hey, let's hang out sometime, because that'd be cool.
Yeah.
And
the rest is history, isn't it?
Exactly. Yeah.
So my next question is about the Thai bike fest that you went to recently. What was kind of like your sort of motivation to go there?
Yeah. Well, when I went to, my intentions were just to go to Thailand just for a sort of break, and just why not,
First kind of travelling as well?
Exactly, yeah. I'd never done it, and I thought, hey, I got to do it sometime. I want to do it. I've always been interested in Thailand and what happens and all the tropical fruits. So I checked it out, booked the flights, just turned up, and I wasn't there for the Thai Bike Fest at the start. So I stayed in Bangkok for about a week and then moved up to Chiang Mai and explored up there. And shortly after, you just can't help but bump into like-minded people who are vegan and cyclists. So, I bumped into these cool people who had like-minded intentions, and I just couldn't help but make friends with them. And they were encouraging me to get a bike and stuff and get involved. And I was like, hey, you know what? Yeah, this is super cool. You're cool. I'm going to join you guys. So I bought a bike and joined the clan, I guess.
You hadn't really cycled much before then, do you know what I mean? Like maybe a bit here and there, but not like anything long.
Not at all. As a youngster in my teens, I used to BMX a little bit, and then I never really had an interest in cycling.
Yeah.
But the opportunity arose in Chiang Mai where it really made sense to get a bike, because getting around Chiang Mai is not that fun on foot. And to rely on, they call them sun towers, it's like a taxi, to rely on those is not ideal, because it's just not ideal being dependent on somebody else. So yeah, the opportunity kind of came up where I was like, okay, it makes sense to get a bike so I can get around.
And cycling is fun as well.
Personally,
I think it is. Yeah.
I didn't think it would be. I thought it would be really boring, but actually I got a bike, and especially in Chiang Mai, it's beautiful. Yeah, I didn't think cycling would be that exciting at first. I thought it was quite boring, but the reality is when I got a bike, it was really good fun. You know, moving around and having friends who also do it was a massive motivation. You know, we were always riding around Chiang Mai to different restaurant hopping and mountain hopping. It was a blast.
Yeah, man. And what about, you did a long ride, didn't you?
Yeah.
How long was it?
So that was real good fun. I didn't intend to do that. Just the opportunity came, and I thought, hey, why not? You know. So what it was, the ride was a 220k ride, something like that, which is like 130 miles, and it's one of the hardest, biggest climbs in Thailand and possibly even the world, some say. But
that's pretty intense.
Yeah, it was great fun. It was quite a task. It was a long day. I woke up at like 4:30 in the morning, straight out, got back at I think 9:30, 10 p.m. You know, it was a long day, but it was a blast. It really was. It was like one of those times in your life where you'll remember that forever. So
sweet, man. So how long were you in Thailand?
I was there for 30 days.
30 days.
Maxing out the free visa.
Sweet. And so once you got your bike, could you give me a sort of rundown of a sort of general day in the life of Darryl?
A day in the life of Darryl. Okay.
In Chiang Mai.
All right. So a day in the life of Darryl in Chiang Mai. Well, I would wake up about 6, half 6 sort of thing, and hook up with my friends. First thing I'd do is eat a banana or two, actually, and then we would ride up Doi Satep, which was our local mountain, and it was about an hour, typically about an hour climb, you know. So it was a good morning workout, and there's just tons of vegans at the top, vegan cyclists, and there's smoothie vendors. It's beautiful, you know. You look over Chiang Mai and it's a beautiful place, so it was cool to hang out up there. Then we'd speed down, go back to the hotel, and still with my friends, we'd be there sat on the table eating breakfast, which would normally be a bunch of mangoes or rambutans, anything we could get our hands on, really. And then, you know, we chit chat about what we were going to do that day, whether we were going to go to the local waterfall, or we were just going to restaurant hop, or there's a big fitness complex there where we could go swimming. We could go to the mall. There's just a lot going on there, you know. So yeah, we would do that. Things would vary, and then of course have dinner and lunch in between that. You know, eating at different restaurants every day, because there's just so much going on there. And then in the evening, we'd come back and just chit chat, hang out. Yeah.
Socialise, basically.
Yeah, basically, and do the same the next day.
Cool, man.
Something new, yeah.
Wicked. So you also have a music YouTube channel?
Yeah. So that's my, I like to say main channel, but they're both pretty cool. So my music channel is youtube.com/Darryl Syms. It's just my name, and I've got my other one, Life of Darryl, as well. But my music channel, that's good fun. I just like to post music covers, my own original tunes, demos, anything that seems clever at the time, you know.
Yeah. You got skills, man, definitely.
Thanks, man. Likewise.
Cheers, dude. Cheers. So now let's talk about vegan food.
Yeah.
And you have the opportunity to have your most favourite vegan meal followed by your most favourite vegan dessert.
All right. I could think about this all day long, but off the top of my head, right now, tonight, if I could have any meal, it would definitely be accompanied by water. That's just my go-to drink, nothing special.
Yeah.
But the meal itself would be probably either curry. I quite like, I'll make a nice spinach, chickpea, potato, coconut curry.
Yeah.
It's beautiful, with rice. Anything accompanied by rice is good.
Okay.
Or, that would be like the healthy option. Maybe the junky option would be pizza.
Pizza, okay.
Jackfruit maybe.
Pulled
pulled jackfruit.
Yeah.
Pizza, barbecue.
Yeah.
Beautiful. And so that would be my main course, you know. And then for dessert, either sticky toffee pudding, okay, or
what about like a tasty watermelon, like a really ripe watermelon?
Not for dinner.
Okay.
That's more breakfast.
Okay, fair enough.
For dessert, I mean, of an evening, I'll never really have fruit in the evening.
Okay.
You know, maybe you should, maybe you shouldn't. I don't know. But I do all that earlier in the day. That's my breakfast and lunch. You know.
Okay.
Generally, my go-to would be sticky toffee pudding, and maybe like Swedish glacé ice cream with Oreos.
Okay.
You know, kind of junky options. But in Thailand, I would have fruit for dessert for sure, because the fruit there is beautiful. But here it's touch and go. So I gotta make do with the junky desserts, if you like.
No, that's fair enough. It's each to their own if that's what you want to do. So that leads nicely on to what is your favourite fruit? If you could have like an unlimited supply of one type of fruit, what would it be?
Okay, probably. Again, I'd have to be in Thailand to get Thai mangoes. They're the best. I've never tasted anything like it. Mangoes here in the UK are nothing special at all.
Okay.
Thai mangoes are amazing. So that's like my dream fruit forever.
Okay. So hope you guys enjoyed that. You can check out more of what Darryl does on his channels, Life of Darryl and Darryl Syms. There'll be a link in the description, and have a good day.
Awesome. Thanks for having me, Berty.
No worries, man.
High five.